Thank you for attending Kern Council of Governments 2024 Regional Awards of Merit Ceremony. I am Bob Smith, and I am Kern COG's Chairman of the Board. This evening, we have the privilege of honoring distinguished individuals and organizations whose exemplary leadership, compassion, and unwavering dedication have significantly contributed to enhancing the quality of life in their local communities and throughout Kern County region. And we're here to celebrate them. Our award recipients this evening prove that it only takes one individual or one organization to help make a significant difference in the community. Individuals like Jesus Rodriguez and Mike Elliott, whose commitment to being leaders in their communities is beyond expectations, or the dedication and hard work from Caltrans District 6 to provide the necessary resources and creative ingenuity to help enhance our neighborhoods with their clean California projects. These recipients and other most notable winners deserve the recognition of this ceremony and beyond. Fortunately, Kern COG is not the only organization to recognize the important work performed by our award recipients. Tonight's honorees will also be receiving certificates of recognition from the Kern County Board of Supervisors, California Assemblymember Dr. Jasmeet Baines, and State Senators Shannon Grove and Melissa Hurtado, and Congressman Vince Vaughn and David Valadao. Some of these people are either in the audience themselves or have representatives here to offer their warmest regards. Please hold your applause until every person is recognized. Each person, please stand as your name is announced. Kern County Board of Supervisors representing District 5, Leticia Perez. Hello, Leticia. Kern County Board of Supervisors representing District 4 and Kern COG Board Member David Couch. Field Representative for Congressman David Valadao's office, Guillermo Gonzalez. Mayors and city councils from the cities of Bakersfield, McFarland, Taft, and Wasco. Please all stand. Thank you. I would like to thank the hardworking individuals from Kern Council of Governments that make this program successful. You met Rochelle Envina, Jayasiri, Victoria Romero, Valdivia, and Suzanne Campbell as you checked in. They helped organize the presentations you will see tonight. Providence Consulting assisted with managing any mailings, coordinating photography, registration, and requesting certificates. And our photographer, Jacob Vega, will be taking photos of us. Without these members of our staff and assistance of a consultant, this program would not happen. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to acknowledge the creative work of employees at Kern Government Television, better known as KGov, who have helped us develop this year's presentation highlighting the programs and individuals being honored for their outstanding achievements. Thank you, Tom Turner, Gay Pena, and Tim Meyer from KGov. The regional awards are again being recorded and will be replayed next month on KGov. This gives us an opportunity to share the work of our honorees with all of Kern County. What really makes this event special is that our recipients can celebrate with friends and family, so thank you all for coming to provide your support to the honorees and to celebrate the wonderful gifts they have bestowed upon us. Let's the presentation begin.
Caring has the gift of making the ordinary special. There is no doubt that our recipient for the Regional Award of Merit for Local Government has gone to great lengths to bring joy to their community. North of the River Recreation and Park District have consistently put forth efforts to bring people together and create a sense of belonging. And anyone who has experienced a North of the River Christmas parade has witnessed what an amazing job they do bringing joy to their community during the holiday season, which is most appreciated during the hard times. When the oil crisis hit in 1973, North of the River parades were canceled because of the fuel shortage. Keeping ecology in mind, North of the River envisioned an innovative solution, keeping ecology in mind by creating a people-powered parade, removing all motorized vehicles and floats. Nationwide and even worldwide, there are very few non-motorized parades, with North of the River's parade being one of the few. The annual North of the River Christmas Parade is the longest continuously running holiday parade in town and continues to be organized entirely by the Special District. More recently, in 2022, the parade came back with the option to not only watch from the street, but also allow the community to watch from home, ensuring that everyone in the community had access to the broadcast and family members would not miss seeing their loved ones in the parade. To help mark the milestone 50th year, North of the River put forth multiple efforts to commemorate the event by creating a landmark tour brochure with a timeline that was available at the businesses along the parade route. This same tour can be viewed online as well. North of the River Recreation and Park District has not only shown us what resiliency looks like, but they are a great example of what initiative and innovation can accomplish by thinking outside the box.
Congratulate North of the River Recreation and Park District for their annual Christmas parade with a Regional Award of Merit for Local Government. Accepting this award is NOR's Director of Community Relations, Jasmine Labasso. Congratulations. Somebody's going to take our picture, maybe?
I get the luck of being first, so hopefully you will learn from me. Thank you so much from North of the River Recreation and Park District. On behalf of our entire team, this event has been taking place for over 50 years. We inherited it, but it's really only made possible through all of the staff, the volunteers, the entries, the community members, the partnerships, and the attendees. To put it on every single year is a feat of our work across the entire district, and it takes every single team member to make it possible. It's completely free for our participants, our entries, and our attendees, and we're very proud to be able to put this on every single year. And so we hope everybody gets to continue to enjoy this event. We think it's a perfect embodiment of the work that we provide to the community, the dedication we have to the community. We believe that we can continue to put this event on in the future because it's incredibly important. And so we hope that people enjoy this, and we really, really appreciate the honor and the recognition.
A community's greatness is most accurately measured by its members' compassionate actions. This is applicable to Mr. Jesus Rodriguez, a southeastern Bakersfield resident who was able to make a big change in his community by simply stepping up and taking on a leadership role to help solve a water issue in his community. Mr. Rodriguez and the residents of Shirley Lane lost access to their water when their only water well malfunctioned. He worked closely with Kern County Supervisor Leticia Perez and helped gather the community for a town hall to discuss ways to fix the problem. At every town hall meeting that Supervisor Perez's office conducted, Jesus was there as a leader and also committed to translating for the meetings. This act alone brought calm and support to the many stressed and anxious families who were dealing with this water outage. Even long after the water issue was resolved, Jesus continued to ensure that all residents of Shirley Lane understood that they have a voice and the leaders of our community want to hear it. Mr. Rodriguez brought comfort and empathy to the residents who were anxious and stressed. Now with this new built trust that Jesus has brought in the neighborhood, he continues to be a community advocate and leader by coordinating several community cleanups to help beautify the place they call home.
Please join us in congratulating Jesus Rodriguez as the recipient of the 2024 Regional Award for Community Involvement. We invite Supervisor Leticia Perez to assist us in recognizing Jesus.
Thanks, Bob. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, there's the man. You want to come up here and stand here? So I can embarrass you?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Right
used
here.
already.
Good to see you. You know, once in a generation, a person like myself gets to stumble upon a Jesus Rodriguez. Because you know how difficult it is to organize people, in particular in crisis, but to keep them motivated over a period of time takes a really kind of supernatural ability. When our office first met Mr. Rodriguez, the Shirley Lane community was experiencing a major crisis in 110 degrees. The entire community's water system was shut down because their only water well malfunctioned. During this, Mr. Rodriguez helped us gather the community for a town hall to discuss ways our office can help them. Mr. Rodriguez stepped in as the leader in each town hall meeting without hesitation and without being asked. He also committed to translating for us, as our office did not have a translator at the time. After the town halls, he became our office's primary contact for the community and continued to help us with translation and communications. Even after the initial crisis ended, the water was fixed, Mr. Rodriguez continued to be a community advocate and leader by coordinating with our office to beautify his community by setting up several successful community cleanups. He did this brilliantly by, one, showing up every time with beautiful energy, passion, and a huge smile. Every time. He did it by partnering, public-private partnerships. He excluded no one and asked anyone who was interested in helping to please help us, and he pushed them. The Shirley Lane community, Cap K, Kern Health System, Centric Health, Good Sam, Kern Medical, Self-Help. The amount of people that came together and were inspired and moved to buy food, to bring out water, and to just sit with this community when it was experiencing a literal hell at the height of our summer here in Bakersfield. Jesus, I hope you know that you are not normal by any means. Not normal. And this is a good thing. It is really difficult to find people like you in a community. Not because there aren't passionate, beautiful people who want to make their community better. That's everywhere. But it really takes an individual that has a devotion that is both obsessive and brilliant. And that is what this person has brought to the organizing of our office, the private sector actors that came, and also that community. That was not a monolithic community. This is a diverse and changing community. Had cultural challenges that I will not discuss here out of a desire to be politically correct this evening. But I assure you it was very complicated on cultural lines, on communication lines, and this gentleman led with grace and poise and love in this community. And you are very special, more than deserving of this award, and many more I suspect to come. Thank you for your heart, for your brilliance, and for not stepping down when most people were afraid and just not sure what to do. You're an exceptional human being, a natural leader, and this community and this county is so much better for your heart and who you are. Thank you. God bless you. Keep it up. It matters. Thank you. Did anybody get a picture? This man is the real deal right here. Thank you.
The historic Hippodrome in the city of Taft has a long and interesting history. Built in 1918, the original Hippodrome burned down in February 1950, and in May of 1951, the theater was rebuilt and opened as the famous Fox Theater. Over the years, Taft's Fox Theater has gone through some tough times. In 2022, there was fear that the theater would have to close for good, but the current owner reached out to Craig Jones, Taft's city manager, and asked if there was any way the city could help save it. Craig saw the potential for the building with the right business plan and immediately thought of the West Side Recreation and Park District as the savior. Following a meeting between the Fox Theater director and Les Clark III, the executive director of the West Side Recreation and Park District, an agreement was made to reopen the Fox Theater. Repairs, including plumbing and electrical upgrades, were essential for reopening. The aesthetics of the building were enhanced, keeping with the Art Deco theme. With the assistance of district staff and local volunteers, these improvements were successfully completed, making Taft's historic Fox Theater safe for public access once again. The Recreation and Park District developed a plan to revive the theater's business aspect, realizing that just showing movies would not keep it sustainable. They started by offering its facilities for various district activities such as concerts, comedy shows, school motivational and rewards programs, and the annual Trunk or Treat event, which attracted over 1,000 visitors to the downtown area. Additionally, the district has partnered with some private companies and plans to collaborate with Taft College to provide workforce investment programs and internship opportunities for their students.
The 2024 Regional Award of Merit for Community Involvement is presented to West Side Recreation and Park District for their great involvement in reviving the Fox Theater. Accepting the award is West Side Recreation and Park District's Executive Director, Les Clark III.
Gotta get closer. Thank you. They made me come about 2 days early just to make sure this stage was tough enough for me. They said I had 2 minutes, and it would take at least 20 minutes to thank all the many volunteers in our community of Taft for this amazing opportunity that Westside Recreation and Park District was able to come up with. The Fox Theater is in downtown, and Taft has had some tough times. Tough times due to the unfortunate events on what took place with our oil industry, because that's the lifeblood of our community on the west side. But I do want to point out a few people. Obviously, Craig Jones, city manager of the city of Taft, and there's a few council members at the table who are just tremendous people. They're tremendous visionaries, and they care. Craig, city of Taft, city council members, thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your friendship, and thank you for your vision for our community of Taft. But also, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out our illustrious staff that's sitting at the table. Our superintendent of recreation, Stephanie Molina, is taking up a role. We're doing a whole lot more with less, and I don't mean me. But Stephanie's taken up a role at the Fox Theater. As not only is she doing the day-to-day superintendent things for Westside Rec and Park District, but she stepped up in a role as the Fox Theater manager. And that's been an amazing experience, and she's kept the boat steady. Also, we have Tina Crabtree, who's our administrative assistant, who's just been tremendous. We have Christy Cloud, our business services supervisor, and of course Carly Patton, who's our manager at the Fox at nighttime, making sure that the Pop-Tarts and the Whoppers are not being thrown at folks and so on and so forth. If you've ever been to a theater, you know, at least that's what used to happen back in the day. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about our industry leader / partners. Berry Corporation, Mia Fuentes, you didn't see their amazing partnership in the film, but please come out. We have 3 theaters at the Fox Theater, and one of those theaters is Berry Corporation Theater, and it plays homage to so many great events. We have an event for young people called Aspire that they helped realize, and that just gets kids in the room. We mentor them, and we try to get them to the next level. So Berry Corporation, thank you for always being shoulder to shoulder with Westside Recreation and Park District. Mia and her team have been tremendous. Also, Tara O'Neill is a very special person to me because she used to work for us, and she moved on. And we kind of like to think of the Rec and Park District as minor league baseball. We have some major leaguers on our team, but Tara was able to receive a master's degree while working at Westside Recreation and Park District and a bachelor's. All the while, she was a single mom. Now she's married, she's got a master's, and she's doing big things, and she works for California Resources Corporation. Tara helped put a lot of that stuff together and in motion. She's a lion, and we like to be around lions, so I appreciate her very, very much, along with our team of lionesses. I guess that was the best way to go. Also, our volunteers, Ed Gaither, you saw a bunch of pictures of Ed, and he wasn't very comfortable with those pictures because I was sitting right next to him, but he's wearing a hat today and it says "on it." Ed is always on it. He's always ready, he's always willing, he's always ready to go after it and with our projects. And Ed brought the Art Deco theme back to the Fox and really emphasized just class and dignity, and that's what we wanted to do. I wanted to open right away, and Ed goes, "We got to take our time. We got to make it happen." And Ed made it happen with so many volunteers. John and Tia Dowden are to his left. John owns an electrical company in Taft, and he donated hundreds of hours along with Ed and so many folks on the Fox Theater and all the work that the folks had to do to get this thing up and running. I would be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit more about the industry leaders in our community, and those are those oil folks out there. Taft and special districts in general rely heavily on this industry. Many, many moons ago, I was a city council member for the city of Taft. And a gentleman walked up to the diocese and he pounded his hand on the podium and he said, "I don't know why we have a mosquito abatement. I haven't been bit by a mosquito in years." We're the special districts. I know north of the river can appreciate this. We're the special districts. We're the unsung heroes. We're the ones that are out there doing essential things for folks. We're out there making sure your senior citizens are playing bingo on Friday nights. It doesn't sound like much, but we want to keep those guys out of trouble. But most importantly, our parks. Special districts are also water. I mentioned mosquito abatement, cemetery districts, fire districts. And if you don't have a rec and park district, you also don't have jobs. The one thing that you saw in that video was you saw those kids working. We're the last of the Mohicans when we're talking about creating jobs for the youth. And that's important because they're not always being taught the soft skills that you need to be successful in life when you get into life, at the school level. So having kids work at Westside Recreational Park District is an honor for all of our staff, and we got to keep going. And just like the mosquito didn't bite the guy, if you have rec and park districts and some of these essential services disappearing, you're going to start seeing a lot more rocks through your windows. So just keep us in mind whenever you're out there hitting the pavement. North of the river and all the special districts, there's 84 of them that are active in Kern County. Give us a nod and make sure that you understand that there's a lot of work to be done. We're going to fight, and we're going to keep fighting, but we need help, and we need to continue to help organizations like Taft Fork Theater continue to be great. So thank you so much for this honor.
For many years, Kern County Public Works has been in discussion with residents and leaders in our disadvantaged communities to identify where and how pedestrian safety projects should be implemented. A lack of sidewalks or dedicated pedestrian facilities forces people to walk or bike in the road. And because of this, the lack of sidewalks was attributed to at least 675 reported pedestrian collisions in unincorporated Kern County over the last 10 years. In late 2022, the county received state and local fiscal recovery funds as part of the 2021 American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA. The primary goal was to provide resources for disadvantaged communities who were most severely and disproportionately impacted by the COVID pandemic, and Public Works chose to disperse these funds to integral pedestrian safety and sewer projects. In total, the Capital Projects Division designed nearly 13 miles of sidewalk projects across the county to improve ADA compliance and pedestrian safety, 5 miles of sewer improvements, and 7 miles of road resurfacing projects aimed at improving the safety and reliability of these communities' public works infrastructure. Sidewalk projects are the hardest projects to deliver in the older neighborhoods because easements are needed, rights of entry need to be secured, and obstructions must be removed, such as utilities, fences, and trees. The Public Works Capital Projects Division completed $50 million in construction contracts by the December deadline and were $220,000 under budget. This is an amazing feat for our Capital Projects Division, who not only engineer each project but also deliver its construction. A safe, walkable community has been a priority for residents across Kern County for many years. So the people of this division were committed to getting the job done.
KernCog congratulates Kern County Public Works Capital Projects Division with a Kern Regional Award of Merit in Transportation. Accepting this award is Senior Engineer Manager Jeff Davis.
Wow, this is awesome. Thank you so much to Kern Cog for the award. I just have some quick thank yous to make, and if I forget anyone, I apologize in advance. But I have to start with thanking my design group, led by Mark Ensminger and Abdullah Crane. You guys in your group definitely did all the heavy lifting for this, and I just can't thank you enough for everything you do. I have to thank Adrian Chavez, who's over our construction group. Thank you to Yolanda Alcatar and her advanced planning group, both for this nomination and also for all the help you gave us in getting these projects awarded on time. Thank you to our Assistant Director over Transportation and Public Works, Sal Gomez. Thank you to all your employees, especially Christy Wooden-Hoover over our Right-of-Way and Utilities Group. And he couldn't be here tonight, but definitely a special thank you to Josh Champlin, who's our Director over Public Works. It definitely was not easy or stress-free getting all these projects awarded by our deadlines, but I'm just extremely grateful and very proud that we all came together to make it happen. So thank you all so much.
State Route 46 plays a crucial role in connecting Central California to our beautiful Central Coast. This route not only provides essential access for travelers, but also serves as a major corridor for the movement of goods. The primary goals of this project were to enhance service levels, reduce congestion, and decrease travel times. When Caltrans began this project in 2018, the roadway was limited to just 2 lanes stretching from east of I-5 to well west of our current location. The 7-mile stretch through Lost Hills has now been successfully expanded to 4 lanes, facilitating smoother travel for everyone. In addition to the lane expansion, this project has introduced new sidewalks and upgraded lighting. They have also built new ramps at the I-5 interchange, improved drainage systems, and created a drainage basin. All of these enhancements ensure better access, increased safety, and 10-foot shoulders throughout the project limits. The completion of State Route 46 widening project has transformed the highway from the intersection of Brown Material Road to Farmsworth Avenue. The realignment of Brown Material Road and Holloway Road, along with the newly added lighted intersection, has significantly optimized traffic flow and enhanced safety for all road users. Caltrans has also taken steps to reduce flooding risk by implementing new drainage systems, including a drainage basin and longitudinal culverts. This will improve road safety during adverse weather conditions. To improve visibility and safety for eastbound traffic, an overhead advanced flashing beacon and sign for the Lost Hills Unified Pavilion Way was installed. Additionally, a detachable warning surface for a curb ramp on Lost Hills Unified property will provide increased safety for pedestrians and students. While it's worth celebrating the numerous improvements this project brings, it's essential to recognize that its success is a result of strong collaboration. Caltrans' partnership with local organizations such as the Kern Council of Governments was instrumental in securing grants and making these enhancements a reality.
Congratulations to Caltrans District 6 for their Merit Award for Transportation. Accepting this award is Project Manager Haitham Solomon.
Thank you, everyone. It's really an honor to have this project chosen among all the great projects that happen in Kern County. This project had so many challenges, and without really, as we saw, the collaboration that happened between Caltrans and the partners, Kern COG really stepped up so much with Ernan Hakimi. Thank you so much for everything that you brought in to the table. We faced a lot of challenges, and our executive board, the Caltrans, Diane Gomes, and Nabila Barashid, they always were communicating, and that was the key. The key is all the communication and collaboration that happened between us and our partners. Also, would like to thank the community of Lost Hills. How patient they were with us, and at the end of the day, we provided what they were looking for. Also, I would like to thank Wonderful Nut Company. They really worked with us on their harvest season and how we can construct this project without interrupting their work. There's just so many people to thank on this project, and at the beginning, when we started this, it's like, how are we going to get all this done? But with all the collaboration that happened between everybody, it really got it done. Also, I would like to thank the Lost Hills School District for Unified School District for actually the ribbon cutting was there, and thank you for hosting us with that. They helped us with the public and all the needs that the children needed to cross, the safe routes that we did for them. Everything was done with all the collaboration that happened. So thank you very much.
When Mother Nature decides to make her mark, we often find ourselves facing overwhelming challenges. However, as a community, we have shown resilience and strength in the face of adversity. As many of you know, the storm and flood events of 2022 and 2023 caused significant damage to our roads and bridges. Kern County's Public Works Maintenance Department stepped up to the plate, dedicating their efforts to emergency repairs that are estimated to cost around $35 million. This remarkable undertaking involved complex and difficult work, often executed under challenging conditions as they cleared away the debris and addressed the destruction. Thanks to their hard work, Kern County has been able to reconnect residents of affected communities to safe and reliable infrastructure. This improvement not only enhances mobility but also ensures that Kern County residents have access to vital services such as schools, grocery stores, public transit stops, churches, and community centers. A safe community is essential for residents across Kern County, and these emergency projects were necessary to maintain service critical to the public health, safety, and welfare of our communities. Let us celebrate the dedication and perseverance of those in Kern County's Public Works Maintenance Department. Their commitment has played a crucial role in rebuilding our community and helping us move forward together.
Thank you. Congratulations to the Public Works Maintenance Department accepting the Richard A. Maxwell Award for Public Safety as Engineer Manager Alejandro Badola from Kern County Public Works Road Maintenance Division.
Following Jeff, a lot of thank yous in that regard. It's an honor to be up here with everybody and to accept this award for road maintenance. Really, the bigger thank yous are to our superintendents, our supervisors, Brandon Carroll, Danny Valdez, and Keith Parsons, Eddie Lopez, Cody Green, and Jordan Walters is not here with us today, but thank you. We really couldn't have done any of this work without these guys and all of our other supervisors and actual maintenance workers that were out there at all hours of the night and during all types of weather. So thank you, everyone.
When Tehachapi's Chief of Police, Richard Standridge, assumed his role in June of 2023, he was committed to thoroughly assessing his community's engagement strategies. One area that stood out was the need to enhance the department's relationship with a special needs community. While the Tehachapi Police Department has participated in events like the Special Olympics, they believe they could do much more. To ensure that the Tehachapi Police Department was equipped to serve all members of their community, they recognized the necessity of specialized training for their officers. They focused on how to handle situations involving individuals with special needs, particularly during critical incidents such as missing persons or when someone is experiencing a crisis. Many individuals within this community face challenges with communication, and there must be an understanding of how best to support them. As part of these efforts, the police department has developed a unique sticker that can be placed in visible areas at the homes of individuals who may need extra assistance. This sticker will help the officers respond more effectively to the family's needs. Over 100 of these stickers have been distributed within the Tehachapi area. They also created a forum for caregivers, parents, and family members of special needs individuals. This allows families to provide information that will help officers understand the unique circumstances surrounding their loved ones. The Tehachapi Police Department has embraced the responsibility and challenge to ensure that everyone in the community receives safe, professional, and excellent service.
Due to the impending storm, the beautiful white stuff falling from the sky in Tehachapi, the city of Tehachapi is unable to join us tonight, but they have sent us an acceptance video for this recognition.
Chief Standridge from the City of Tehachapi, I'd just like to say thank you for the recognition and the award. This special needs program is very important to the department. It was a goal of mine to ensure that we provide service to every facet of our community. And when myself and the command staff really took a look at the services we were providing, we automatically identified a lack of service to our special needs community. And so what we did is we developed this sticker program that folks can put on their car or at a window or on a door at their home to let us know if we go there for calls for service that someone in that residence may not understand directions clearly. So far to date, we have provided over 100 of these stickers to families of special needs individuals within our community in the greater Tehachapi area. The program is so far successful. The feedback has been fantastic. We've had agencies from other areas in California reaching out to us to ask us how we've done it. We also developed a form that allows parents or family members of special needs or veterans with PTSD to come in and give us confidential information. So if we deal with these individuals on calls for service, we can protect their rights, their dignity, and also understand how to handle situations with them or where they may go in times of crisis. So far, that program has also been successful as well. Again, I would like to say thank you for the recognition for the award. I think Kern COG is a fantastic organization, and please keep up the good work. Chief Standridge, signing out.
The extreme storms that hit our county in January and February 2023 severely affected the communities of Glenville and Alta Sierra. Most notably was the damage to State Route 155, which faced flooding, landslides, and road undermining. Caltrans District 6 quickly mobilized to start working on this emergency project. Safety for the public was the #1 priority, and a total of 13 locations along the 15-mile stretch needed major repairs, and Caltrans District 6 promptly initiated repair work. This included replacing damaged culverts, removing debris, removing and replacing full sections of failed pavement, removing and replacing unsuitable material, and installing slope protection. The initial cost of the project was estimated to be $13.6 million, but Caltrans District 6 minimized the total cost to $7 million. This project played a virtual role in reuniting communities that were greatly impacted by the storm damage. The only detour for Glenville and Alta Sierra was State Route 178, which added an hour to an hour and a half to the commute. Residents depended on the state highway system for essential tasks like grocery shopping, medical appointments, recreation, and everyday life tasks. Recognizing the public needs, the project team immediately started the design for 3 major culverts that were washed out during the storm. Community members were informed of monthly construction activities through emails and social media posts by Caltrans District 6 Public Information Officer. Caltrans responded promptly and completed the emergency repair design within 4 months. This project showcases the collaboration among various divisions, including maintenance, hydraulics, geotechnical services, environmental, construction, and public information officers. It demonstrates the department's commitment to prioritizing people, reinforcing their identity as a people-first agency.
Kern COG, Caltrans District 6 State Route 155 Emergency Project with Kern Volpe Award of Merit in Environmental Resources and Conservation. Accepting the award is Senior Maintenance Engineer and Project Manager Gerardo Rossi.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be here representing Caltrans. Thank you for this award. The State Route 155 Emergency Project showcases Caltrans District 6 ability to respond promptly and efficiently to significant challenges in completing a critical project. Our top priority for this project was public safety, as it always is, as we focused on repairing the 13 locations over the 15-mile long stretch. The project was essential in reuniting communities affected by the storm damage. Its completion highlights the power of collaboration among various divisions, including maintenance, hydraulics, geotechnical services, environmental design, and construction. Special thanks goes out to the public information officers and their strong partnership with the local communities. This project emphasizes our department's commitment to putting people first. The State Route 155 emergency project showcases the outstanding teamwork among the community, contractors, and our Caltrans team. Thank you once again for this award. I truly appreciate it, and I am incredibly grateful to be here. Thank you.
Since California launched Clean California in July 2021, Caltrans, Kern County, and the city of Bakersfield have collaborated to remove thousands of pounds of trash from local neighborhoods and transform public spaces. Together, they have collected nearly 25,000 cubic yards of litter, equivalent to about 14 miles of trash, stacked 3 feet high and 3 feet wide. The initiative has funded 16 beautification projects worth approximately $36.2 million across Kern County, including 4 in Bakersfield that totaled $10.2 million. These projects enhance highways, local streets, parks, and transit centers with impressive artwork and renovations. The Kern County Clean California portfolio has a list of projects located in Arvin, Wasco, Shafter, Maricopa, McFarland, Delano, Lost Hills, Taft, Mojave, Rosamond, 3 in Lake Isabella, and 4 in Bakersfield. These projects are continuing to successfully beautify and improve highway roadsides, local streets and roads, tribal lands, parks, pathways, and transit centers. Through these beautification measures and public art, along with the removal of litter and debris, Clean California is enhancing the community and improving spaces for walking and recreation. The program also prioritized public safety and quality of life improvements through the 10-point plan to beautify Bakersfield. This plan outlines steps to collaborate with local partners to increase litter collection, clear roadway encampments, and maintain clean roadways. Overall, the state's investments also aim to improve education equity, arts and culture, health, economic development, and community well-being in Bakersfield and Kern County. Anyone who has seen the results of these projects must agree that collaboration of efforts can truly make a community shine.
Kern COG congratulates Caltrans District 6 Clean California project with the Regional Award of Merit for Innovation. Accepting this award is Jennifer Nishikawa and Siobhan Conley.
Thank you so much, Council Member and Kern COG, for honoring Caltrans and the Clean California program. I want to start by giving a huge thank you to our recently retired director, Diana Gomez, who's here in the audience, and also our newly appointed district director, Michael Navarro. Their vision was the driving force between our ambitious Clean California project portfolio. The 3-year Clean California program was Governor Newsom's historic initiative to beautify our state with extensive cleanup activities and beautification projects within our communities. Clean California went on to invest $40.5 million in Kern County, where we removed just under 1 million square feet of litter and graffiti, which is approximately 17 football fields. We removed 125 encampments. We sponsored 20 dump and tire amnesty days, removing over 2,600 tires. We transformed numerous parks, community gardens, and bus shelters. We enhanced road safety too with some of our projects that went out. And we recently began showcasing some of the beautiful artwork done by our local talented artists in the community. And as the African proverb goes, it takes a village. It truly took a village to flourish this program. So I'd like to recognize and thank the many partners that made this program successful, including Kern County, Kern COG, the city of Bakersfield, the city of Wasco, the city of McFarland, the city of Shafter, the city of Arvin, the city of Delano, the city of Maricopa, the Kern Arts Council, the Keep Bakersfield Beautiful program, the city of Taft, the city of Lost Hills, and Lake Isabella. None of these projects or activities would have been successful without you or your collaboration. Thank you again for this wonderful recognition. It is very much appreciated. Thank you.
For a beautiful mountain community like Tehachapi, public transportation can be hard to come by, and some residents may not even be aware of its existence. The city of Tehachapi has been utilizing Kern Transit's Dial-A-Ride for their public transportation services. Dial-A-Ride offers curb-to-curb service, allowing users to reserve direct pickups and drop-offs through the Kern Transit website. Tehachapi staff collaborated with Kern Transit to promote special programs aimed at increasing rider participation in public transportation. A partnership was developed with Dial-A-Ride's marketing team to boost Tehachapi's ridership. Residents were encouraged to participate in a free summer rides program for students and seniors. A marketing plan was developed, including video production, social media outreach, and print advertisements to engage youth and senior citizens. The city of Tehachapi made use of new Dial-A-Ride buses and enlisted community actors from the Tehachapi Community Theater Association to demonstrate the comfort and ease of using public transportation. The video featured individuals of all ages boarding the new buses, highlighting the accessibility features available for people with physical disabilities, including the hydraulic lift system operated by the bus driver to ensure a safe and effortless experience for riders. Additionally, drone video was incorporated to provide different angles and enhance viewer engagement. The marketing campaign created by the two different agencies was considered successful, reaching over 10,000 prospective residents in Tehachapi and showcasing the benefits of using Dial-A-Ride and public transportation as a whole.
Once again, the city of Tehachapi shared an acceptance video due to their not being able to attend tonight's ceremony in person.
Good evening. My name is Maya Acosta, and I am the Community Engagement Specialist for the City of Tehachapi. I would first like to thank the Kern Council of Governments for this award and recognition for our Kern Transit PSA that was shot and produced in-house. I had a great deal of fun putting together this PSA, but it would not have been possible without a great deal of collaboration. First off, Sue Weir, financial analyst for the City of Tehachapi, was instrumental in this project. She works tirelessly to keep our Kern Transit program going day to day in a manner that best serves our residents. I would also like to thank Angela Willis with Kern Transit for her coordination in setting up the PSA shoot and all of her help with marketing. That also goes for the Kern Transit bus driver and staff that was on hand during the shoot, who were very eager and happy to help in any way that they could. I would also like to extend my thanks and appreciation to the Tehachapi Community Theater Association, who rallied together nearly 20 local actors and volunteers to spend their time acting in this PSA. Without their help, the PSA would not have come together as nicely and as wonderfully as it did. Once again, I would like to thank the COG for this award and recognition.
Mayor Saul Leon is a transformative leader who has guided McFarland since 2020, leading the city from financial instability and infrastructure neglect to a path of stability, accountability, and growth. His commitment to transparency, equity, and innovation has redefined local government and set a benchmark for small, disadvantaged communities. Under his leadership, McFarland recovered from a $2.9 million deficit through regular audits and the passage of vital tax measures, which streamlined the city's organization and reduced reliance on costly external contractors. Mayor Aon has spearheaded significant infrastructure improvements, securing millions in grant funding for water, wastewater, streets, and public safety enhancements. He successfully tackled nitrate contamination and developed solutions for safe drinking water while addressing flood risk and expanding wastewater systems to support growth. Public safety reform has been a top priority for Mayor Aon, who hired a competent police chief, increased the police force for 24-hour coverage, and implemented initiatives such as body-worn cameras, a drone program, and a K-9 unit. He also secured an 18-acre site in McFarland for a new police department and community resource center, along with $5 million for facility improvements. Mayor Saul Aon's leadership has transformed McFarland, instilling hope, progress, and pride. Beyond his role as mayor, Saul Leon is a devoted father, husband, and educator, shaping minds as a criminal justice teacher at McFarland High School. Above all, he embodies McFarland's values of tradition, unity, and excellence, setting it on a path toward a brighter future.
Congratulations to McFarland Mayor Saul Ione as the recipient of the Darrell Hildebrand Distinguished Leadership Award.
Bear with me. I'm definitely going to need 5 minutes, so. All right, good evening, everyone. It's truly an honor to stand before you today to accept this award. I am filled with gratitude and joy to reflect on this journey that has brought me to this point. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who supported me along the way and made this moment happen. First and foremost, I want to thank God and Jesus Christ for his constant guidance, wisdom, and strength. And believe me, I needed it. So I also want to express my deepest gratitude to my wife, my 2 sons, my wife who's been my rock and my biggest supporter. She has stood by me, understanding the long hours, late night calls, and even unplanned visits. And I'm going to give you a perfect example of how McFarland is special. Last Thursday, there's a bunch of city council, board of supervisors here. We get some calls, visits that you just sometimes shake your head. So I was having a serious conversation with our chief of police and city manager about an incident. Obviously, I can't go into detail. So it was about a good, I want to say a good 45-minute hour conversation. So once we were done with the conversation, it was about 8:30 p.m. And I see this red car pull up to my house. And I see an older couple, and they come up in Spanish, ask me, hey, are you the mayor or the alcalde? And I'm like, who's asking? And then they're like, we would like to know. And I'm like, yes, how might I help you? And right away, they're like, oh, we heard you're a great man, you're a reasonable man. Your police are trying to take our animal. And I said, your animal? And they're like, yes, we have an animal. This conversation went for like 15, 20 minutes. It started with, it was a sheep, then it went to a lamb, then a goat. And I was just like, what the heck? Which one is it? So I told him, well, you can't have it, it's our ordinance. And the man showed me a video that he had a harness, he was walking around the neighborhood. So I'm going from a heated discussion to this, how do we solve this? So the solution, as elected officials, we always try to come up with a solution. I asked the local rancher if he could place his sheep at his ranch so that the neighbors won't complain and he could have peace with his sheep or lamb or goat. But anyways, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have dealt with a similar situation. So I am, and to all my family members, and I'm going to name them all because I have a big family. Irma, David, Adrian, Melly, Amador, Frank, Maria, Manuel, Tino, Junior, and Estina. I hope I'm not missing anybody because that's a big family. And obviously, I want to thank you for throughout the years, you've taught me valuable lessons. Your encouragement has kept me going, even though sometimes I might be hard-headed. Also want to thank my sister and brother-in-laws, my compadres, Chava, Richie, Bernie. Thank you for, well, I got to name my in-laws now, so I got to go. Let me see, help me out if I'm missing somebody. Let me see. See, I'm forgetting. Dora, Jaime, Clara, Gabby, Patty, my compa Danny, Louis. I'm not missing anyone, right? And Carmen. Okay, people, we did math right there. That's about 30 people. Why do you think I got voted in as mayor? Right? So I want to thank the family members. Your love, support, and constant encouragement have meant the world to me. I am fortunate to have you on my side. I am grateful for everything you've done for me. To all my friends, all my compadres, I have like 20 of them. So if anybody doesn't know what compadres is, that's somebody that you baptize your child. I'm about 20 to 26. I lost count. So, but that's a blessing for myself. Hopefully when I get old, they'll take care of me. To all my friends, I want to thank you always for being there and for the help that I needed, whether it's from guidance, lending the ear, or simply offering your assistance. Your friendship has always been steady source for strength. I truly appreciate all of you. Also, I want to acknowledge my mother. She's no longer with us in this life, but her influence continues to guide me. Thank you, Mom, for teaching me to be strong, to be honest, and never accept less than anything that's what's right. Your resilience and values have shaped me who I am today. And to my mother-in-law, thank you for showing me the power of patience and companionship. Both of you remain a part of my life every single day, and I carry your wisdom with me. I cannot forget my dad. He instilled the importance of hard work and the work ethic that carried me through all these years. He said, "You better work or you're not going to eat." So, and to my father-in-law, thank you for showing me to be patient and not everything's a sprint. Also want to extend special thanks to the school administrators, Superintendent Aaron, Dario, David, that support me with no hesitation. Mr. White, Roy, I definitely would not have run for city council or mayor if it wasn't for your support, encouragement, and yes, and your constant harassment going to my house, not leaving me alone to push me. Your support has been the guiding force. And to the elected officials, thank you for your partnership and support. Mayor Joel Lindahow, we have a good partnership. We're neighboring cities. Thank you for your leadership. Representatives David Couch and Jasmine Baines, thank you for your partnership and has been invaluable. Senator Hurtado, Congressman David Valdeo, I appreciate all that you've done for our city and our community. Your partnership means so much. I also would like to thank Senator Groves, who doesn't represent our district, but is still a tremendous supporter for trying to do the right thing. Your knowledge and guidance has been incredibly helpful and grateful for your support. Now I want to take a moment to address the challenges we face here in the city. When I first began in 2020, the situation we're dealing with was very tough, especially financially. Now remember, city council members, mayors, board of supervisors, just close your eyes and picture this. There was no city financial audits for 5 years, from 2015 to 2020. Our city was struggling with the $3 million deficit. They said 2.9, but I'll round up. Our public safety had 2 police officers for the entire city and only part-time coverage. Our police would only respond to serious felonies with the help of CHP. Our city was run by interim leaders, interim city manager, interim chief of police, interim finance director, and interim community developer. And let's not even talk about the human resource manager. We couldn't even call him interim because we didn't have one. It was a mess, and it was very tough. I retired from the sheriff's department, and I was retired. I said, what did I walk into? But I would say, I truly believe God puts us in places for a reason. And then I was thinking, can I retire and go back to the department? But I was in a challenge, and I was in a fight, and people that know me, I don't back down from fights. So, and here we are with the incredible strides since then. I am proud to inform all of you that we're now completely caught up with our audits for the first time in years, received no findings in our past year's audits. Our city budget is very balanced, and now we have close to 30 officers, personnel for the police department that's serving our community. And yes, we finally hired a human resource manager, a very competent one. I never want to hear that word interim again. Finally, I want to extend my sincere thanks to our city council, our city manager, Diego Viramontes. Diego Viramontes is a brilliant man, one of the hardest working individuals I ever met. Under his leadership, we've seen a true transformation in the culture of our city, and together we're working tirelessly to change the perception of our community. Your vision and determinations have been crucial to making our city a better place and a better quality for our residents. And of course, to all the residents and the city I love, thank you for allowing me to serve you. The past 4 years have been filled with both challenges and big wins, but every step of the way has been worth it. It's been an honor to work toward providing the essential service for our city that our city deserves, and I look forward to continue making a positive impact in years ahead. I want to thank Kern Cog, Aaron Hakimi, all his staff. They work diligently and hard. I want to thank you for setting this up. Thank you again, everyone, for being part of this journey. I will always be grateful, and thanks for your support and encouragement. Thank you for this award. Have a good night.
He is known as a builder for the future, and anyone that knows Mr. Dennis Mike Elliott would not argue with that statement. He has served his community in numerous ways. For 36 years, Mr. Elliott led the agricultural program at McFarland High School with a passion that went beyond teaching. His classroom became a launch pad for future leaders, developing not only agricultural expertise, but also character, curiosity, and confidence. Mr. Elliott's contributions to education continue to inspire growth and opportunity throughout Kern County. His leadership extended beyond the walls of his classroom. As the Curriculum Committee State Chairperson, Regional President, and a member of the State Executive Committee for the California Agricultural Teachers Association, Mr. Elliott played a pivotal role in shaping agricultural education on a statewide level. His recognition with the prestigious National FFA Honorary American degree highlights the national impact of his dedication. As a member of the Future Farmers of America State Advisory Board and a national FFA judge, Mr. Elliott has left a lasting legacy on generations of agricultural leaders. Mr. Elliott's efforts have woven a fabric of connection within the Kern County community. As the parade chair for the city of McFarland and a former Grand Marshal, he organized events that celebrated local pride and fostered community spirit. His leadership in the McFarland Chamber of Commerce, where he was named Agriculture Person of the Year, showcased his role in economic development and the cultivation of a shared sense of purpose. Through community events such as the McFarland Unified School District's Night of Stars, which honors students and teachers, and the National Day of Prayer Breakfast, which unites voices in hope and reflection, Mr. Elliott has been a catalyst for connection and celebration. His work exemplifies how one individual armed with vision, heart, and unwavering dedication can elevate an entire community and inspire generations to dream bigger, give more, and lead with love.
Kern COG congratulates Mike Elliott with the Ronald D. Brummett Lifetime Achievement Award for Private Citizen.
Wow, what an honor. Thank you very much, Kern COG, for honoring me in this Lifetime Achievement Award. I have to thank the community because you can't do it alone. I'm not going to go as far as Sal went in and thank everybody individually, but you did a good job, Sal. It's also the community. I started out in volunteering with the help of my mother, found out that when you go visit shut-ins and you bring a child along, there's always something the child can do around the house. And I started that very young. And 49 years ago, when I came to McFarland, I found that very easy after joining the McFarland Lions Club. The motto is, we serve. And boy, did they serve. And I enjoyed serving every minute of their serving. I started out with going out delivering Christmas baskets on Christmas Eve. Thank you to my family, my wife Susan, and my sons Kent and Kevin and Keith that allowed me to do that. When they got old enough, guess what? The three boys went with me, and we went from house to house at that time and delivered food baskets to the door of each individual in the community that was needy. Then we get in the car and drive 3 hours to our family get-together, come home. So, it's everybody that makes it worthwhile. It was nice doing it because it was fun. If you enjoy what you're doing, you continue doing it. And I really enjoyed volunteering throughout the community of McFarland, County of Kern, and serving in many, many different roles. You saw the part of my professional career as a teacher. I took that on as a very honorable achievement. I'm honored tonight to have former students drive 3 or 4 hours to come here to be with me tonight. I thank you that. And my famous story is one of my first students became my last principal. Okay, you follow that? She was in the classroom, then she was in the office directing what I was doing. And so that's always fun, enjoyable. There's many friends and people in this community that helped me do this. It was rewarding, and you do what you like. A dear friend of mine with me today said, Mike, don't forget to tell him you never said no. And I've always had that problem of never saying no. Let's go have some iced tea across the street after a Lions Club meeting. Don't say no. In a month's time, you're at the police station volunteering 20 hours a week. Yes. And I did have to represent myself a couple times in talking about grand jury and promoting grand jury, and I finally came up with the slogan, I was a professional volunteer. Before COVID, after retirement from the school district, I was putting in 40 to 50 hours volunteer a week between the grand jury, Memorial Hospital, the chief of police at the McFarland brought me in there, and I also did Lions Club, Honor Flight, and every minute of it was enjoyable. Thanks to my wife and my family that allowed me to do that, support me along the way, it takes a community. So I really want to say thank you for that. I want to end with a quote that I found from Pope Francis, and yes, he needs to be in our prayers today, and I'd like to read it to you. Rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun does not shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We are born to help each other. No matter how difficult it is, life is good when you are happy, but much better when others are happy because of you. Thank you.
Vince Lombardi once said, leaders aren't born, they are made, and they are made just like anything else, through hard work. That describes Diana Gomez, recently retired Caltrans District 6 Director. Diana was an exceptional leader whose dedication transformed her community and cities across the state. Her visionary approach to sustainable development has uplifted many lives and revitalized regions. Through innovative initiatives and compassionate leadership, she created countless opportunities for growth and prosperity. As the Caltrans District 6 Director, Diana oversaw the state highway system in Fresno, Madera, Kings, Tulare, and Kern counties. She was responsible for all department program functions and activities within the district. Under her leadership, significant capital projects have been successfully delivered, resulting in millions of dollars in improvements. Diana's commitment to transparency and communication has kept all stakeholders informed about project progress and milestones. Before this role, she was part of the executive team at the California High-Speed Rail Authority and served as the Central Valley Regional Director, where she promoted the state's first high-speed electric passenger operations. With over 25 years of experience at Caltrans, Diana has held various roles, including Senior Transportation Electrical Engineer and Deputy District Director of Operations in Los Angeles. She was recognized as the highest-ranking Latina engineer in California state employees in 2011. Diana is also an active member of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers and Women in Transportation seminar known as WTS International. In 2005, she was named one of the 100 most influential Hispanics in Hispanic Business magazine. With compassion and a strategic mindset, Diana always addresses the most pressing challenges. Her initiatives have improved the quality of life of many and inspired others to act accordingly.
KernCog congratulates Diana Gomez with a Ronald E. Brummett Lifetime Achievement Award for a public official. Hello, Diana.
I wasn't expecting to see those pictures of me being so young. It kind of makes me feel a little old, but I guess young at heart still. Well, first, I just want to thank you for this honor, KernCog. I really appreciate it, and everyone here. It's been great working in transportation. I'm really honored to receive this award. I really want to just take time to thank my family. Especially my mom, my biggest cheerleader, and my sister and my wife. Really appreciate their support. I got into transportation by accident. I'm an electrical engineer, and thanks to Fresno State for flunking me, I ended up not being able to go work for the Navy, and so I ended up at Caltrans, and so. Ever since then, I mean, it's been a great career. And, a lot of my heart's really close to Kern County. So when I first went to construction, they sent me out here to Bakersfield. and that's when we were rebuilding all of Rosedale Highway. So I got to work on that project. And my first signal was actually out here in Bakersfield too. It was at California interchange with State Route 99, and for the longest time, as we would drive through Bakersfield, I would tell every point to that project. That's my first project. After a while, they just got tired of hearing it. But that's when I had the opportunity to work with Aaron. And so we worked in construction together, and I really have appreciated, Aaron's support and friendship. He's been great for transportation, what he's done out here. And it's all because of partnerships that really, things happen, especially in transportation. And that's what, I've always worked towards, figure out who we can partner with. And so, I really do, appreciate that. When I went to go work at High Speed Rail, obviously it somehow continues to be the most controversial project in the state. But when we were coming through Bakersfield, that it wasn't easy. But by sitting down with, at that time, Alan Tandy and the city, and also Kern Cog and Kern County, we were able to come up with what we thought was best as high-speed rail comes through the city of Bakersfield. And so that was, again, it's all by just sitting down and doing what's right for the communities. And that's what we tried to be doing these past years, at Caltrans. I want to thank my Caltrans staff, the ones that are here. Thank you all for the awards that we also got earlier. But, also I have two of my deputies that were my deputies. Now one of my deputies is the new director. But I just want to thank them because I really, was pushing them really hard for us to do. When Clean California came out, we're like, oh, we got to get most of that money that we can. And we were really successful, but we couldn't do that, again, if it wasn't for the partnerships. So as I move on, at the next phase of my career, I just really want to continue to do right by the entire Central Valley and, continue to improve transportation because it's really important for this entire valley, for all of the small towns, for us to have the best transportation network, and that's what I'm going to continue to focus on as I move on to the next phase of my career. So again, just want to thank all of you, especially Kern Cog for this honor. Thank you.
The city of Bakersfield is a large and rapidly growing city in the Central Valley that demonstrated an exceptionally high need for effective violence intervention and prevention strategies. While Bakersfield has a higher poverty rate than many California cities, it has a somewhat lower overall violent crime rate, but it has a particular problem with gun and gang violence. Most recently, Bakersfield's gun violence rate doubled those of the state and nation. The state of California's Violent Intervention and Prevention Grant Program presented itself as a possible solution to work toward addressing how best to decrease this issue in a more comprehensive and evidence-informed way. This opportunity allowed the city and community leaders to analyze the dynamics of violence in Bakersfield and the needs of young people at highest risk of involvement in violence, so they could more effectively intervene and break the cycles of violence. The city used the funding to develop a violence reduction strategy based on concepts from many other evidence-informed and successful strategies from around the country. This helped reduce violence citywide while providing support and opportunities for community members at highest risk of violence. These efforts also improved the community's police relations with residents and neighborhoods directly impacted by violence. The city's efforts were officially launched in January of 2022 and successfully reversed an increased trend of the previous 4 years, and with a 37% decrease from 2021 through 2022. In 2023, the reductions continued, with an additional 29% reduction in homicides. Partnerships between the city government, law enforcement, and community-based organizations were able to tackle the gun violence issue. This progress would not have been possible without the organizations leading community violence intervention work in Bakersfield, doing the challenging work of engaging and working with people impacted by violence every day.
Please join us in congratulating City of Bakersfield's Violence Intervention Program with the Chairman's Award. Accepting this award is City of Bakersfield City Manager, who I know pretty good. 5 years now he's been with the city. Congratulations, sir. Thank you for the good work.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you to Kern Cog for your leadership and vision in this region. I want to thank our city council for also having the vision and for having the commitment to put resources to make programs like this work. I have a little update from the video. From 2021 till 2024, over a 3-year period, we saw in total, because if you doing the math can sometimes be tricky for guys like me, we saw a 60% reduction in homicides over a 3-year period. Thank you. And a comparable at 57% reduction in shootings overall over a 3-year period. We decided that it was unacceptable to see those levels of violence in our community, and we set a goal, we set a vision, we focused on it, and we produced results. But when I say we, it's really important to thank many people on that journey. This is a part of the work that I'm very passionate about myself, but we have partners in law enforcement, we have partners in our project team, and huge thank you to our community-based organizations as well. We have partners that go out into the neighborhoods, into homes, and reach out a hand to someone who has been shot or who is suspected to have shot at someone else. That's a hard thing to do, and our community-based organizations do that every week. So a thank you to Stay Focused Ministries, the Wendell Davis Foundation, the Community Action Partnership of Kern, Compassion Christian Center, the Garden Pathways, and there are other organizations that continue to support those core partners around us as well. And so if I could take a moment of privilege, I'm going to ask our CalVIP team, our law enforcement partners, and our community-based partners, please stand up. They don't know I was going to do this, by the way. Thank you. It's because they do the work. When we come together, and when we collaborate and we play to one another's strengths, we can do great things. And those types of reductions that I mentioned earlier, they're amongst the highest reductions of any large city anywhere in the country over the last few years. And I just want to close by reminding us all that we can do great things in Kern if we focus and we come together and we follow best practices. We can do great things in Kern. Thank you.
This brings us to the end of our program. Please join me in one last round of applause for all of our recipients. If you'd like to stick around for more photos, our photographer is available to take your pictures. Thank you so much for coming, and please have a good bicycle ride home. Thank you.